fun because it's almost like that giving back, to the team, to Lexington, to everything about this program. And whenever I was younger, I always think about it whenever I was a little kid, and it's always like you're looking up to those kind of guys and being able to give back and, have them have the same experience that I had as a kid and, always wanted to have. It's been awesome.
What's the key for this team to take that next step?
Just playing together, playing as one. And I think that you can look at it, and some of these other teams have guys that, hit 30 home runs last year or whatever, and it's a lot of like self-centered guys that have a lot of power or whatever it might be, but we're one team truly. And whenever everybody's just playing for each other, we put the pieces together. We have a bullpen this year, and just everybody going out and doing their job.
Certainly you guys have a lot of opponents to get to before you get to SEC play, but particularly when you get into SEC play, it feels like every single run counts. For you, as an infielder, one of the most important positions that there's a lot of this on is the catcher, how the catcher plays with all the other infielders. For you, Minjion highlighted 3 different guys who could be playing that position. What have you seen out of them, and how do you feel their comfortability in that role?
Yeah, I think it's, for them, obviously, it's just taking it one day at a time, and everybody's going to get an opportunity. He likes to get guys in the lineup a lot, and at the beginning of the year, I could see it, Owen gets game 1, Duffy gets game 2, and Tagger gets game 3. Like, it's going to be something like that, and I think it's been good how he split it up, throughout the fall and being able to play with all of the catchers and kind of learn what they do, what they like to do, on throwdowns and how they manage the game back there. I think it's very easy for us to adjust just because we have that true bond as a team.
What's your scouting report on this pitching staff going against those guys in practice and scrimmage?
What was it?
What's your scouting report on this pitching staff after going against those guys in the fall and the spring?
Our pitching staff as a whole?
Yeah.
We have every guy is not the same. And I think that's going to be great for us. A lot of guys, sinkers, cutters moving every which direction, and they're really staying out of the middle of the zone, so it's kind of hard to hit sometimes. But if they're able to do that all year, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You have 2 teammates in here right now. What can you tell us specifically about Ethan and Ben and what you've seen from them as the season gets closer?
Yeah, they're amazing leaders. I think that's the best thing about them, and they're the guys that other guys want to hear their voice, and I think that them being the same person every single day, showing up, and their work ethic every day has been amazing, and they're going to be big pieces for us this year, and I'm excited.
Tyler, playing for Team USA, playing in Japan, what do you think you took away from your time over there?
Yeah, I think that, really representing the country. I don't really even know how to put into words, but wearing USA on the front of your chest and representing the country, it was awesome for that. And got to play with some of the best players in the country. We didn't play exactly how we wanted to over there, but it was still an amazing experience that I'll never forget.
Coach talks about your hard work all the time. Just what has led to that? Was there something in your upbringing, or what has made you become such a hard worker?
Yeah, I kind of learned that back in high school, maybe a little before that, and I was always not the biggest, not the strongest, and baseball's always been my dream, what I've always wanted to do with my life, and I think that my confidence comes from like my hard work and my preparation, and I think that just continuing to grind on that every single day, that's why I am who I am.
Tyler, in the
Pitching experience, what do you think is the biggest difference in this team this year?
I think we just have depth everywhere. Like, I feel like last year there was some inconsistencies all around, but we've kind of got all the pieces we need in the portal and with freshmen. So we've got a really deep outfield. We got Ethan Hindle and Cerny duking it out for the third base spot. We got Bell, we got Luke Lawrence coming back, and we have obviously the 3 catchers. And like we have so much depth everywhere, and everyone is a true competitor.
Last season was pretty much a brand new team, and this season actually brings a lot of returners back. How do you think that's going to help you all kind of move forward?
I think a lot of it had to do with what happened this fall. I think having the amount of returners we did kind of helped us show the new guys this is how we do things here at Kentucky, and it kind of expedited our development this fall as a team, and it kind of we just got super close and everyone bought into what we believe in here, and it just made everything really easy.
What's the challenge for the pitchers? What's the challenge for you all when you're having such a catcher competition like that where they're running 3 guys, and what do you all need to do to make sure that's as seamless as possible?
Yes, sir. I mean, we just go out there and attack hitters no matter what, and the catchers, they're trained to do what they do, and I think as I said, I'm comfortable with any of them back there, and I think every pitcher on the team would feel that way. But it's really nice to have the 3 choices.
What's it like for opening day being near? I mean, it's one thing to go out there, in the fall, one thing to do it in here around with the guys, inter squad scrims and things. But Evan starting?
Yes, sir. It's really exciting. Obviously, like the snow and ice kind of kept us inside for the last week or so, but we're doing whatever it takes, doing everything we can inside the Nutter Indoor, and we're just like you can feel the tension. Like it's not like a bad tension, but everyone's just super excited to go compete against outside competition.
Has there been any challenges from your perspective with the weather and maybe not being able to be outside as much this close to the season?
I mean, obviously you want to get outside as much as possible and get reps on the game field, but I mean, we're finding ways to get better every single day at practice. Like we'll do little mini scrimmages inside the football indoor. We still get our throwing in over there, and the hitters do their like offensive whatever, their batting practice. I'm not a part of that, so I don't really know what goes on, but no, we find ways to get better every single day, no matter where we are.
Scrimmages or practice, whatever, when you go against Tyler, what makes him hard?
I mean, he's a very talented player, of course. I got drafted in the second round, turned it down, so obviously he's got all the talent, and he's only going to get better. He's only gotten better since he got here, so he's a really good competitor, and he's just a hard out every time.
We all know about his accolades and what you just said about him, but what's something that may surprise us about Tyler that we don't hear about a lot?
I'm not sure. I feel like he's kind of an open book with everyone. Like he gets a lot of attention from media, and a lot of questions get asked. So I feel like there's a lot of information out there about him.
Does it put pressure on others when he's coming in all hours?
I mean, I think it's a good thing. We need guys doing that, and Coach Minch talked about it the other day. He's done a great job this year of not just going by himself. He's just bringing people with him and forcing people to get better, which is great. Like that's the type of teammate you want to have.
Last couple of seasons, you guys have been kind of slept on in the preseason rankings, not being ranked, things like that, and then kind of arrived onto the scene, obviously, in 24, and then last year as well. This year, it's kind of different. You guys are starting ranked and are getting a lot of that credibility early. Is that how are you all handling that, kind of not having to be like such underdogs?
I mean, obviously, it's nice to have that preseason, but we always talk about whatever the ranking is, they got it wrong. Like until the last ranking comes out and we're number one at the end of the year, that's the only ranking we care about. So we just want to ignore all the outside noise, and just keep getting better and play to the best of our ability.
For you individually, what are you working on? What do you want to take steps this year?
Yes, sir. I've been working on my changeup and cutter. Those have been kind of like the lower hanging pitches for me, and I've tried to develop those more this fall and spring. It's been going really well for me.
Coach Finch mentioned you as one of the leaders that's developed for the pitching staff. How important has that been for you over the last couple of seasons to turn into one of the leaders for the team and the pitching staff?
It's been amazing. I mean, my freshman year, I threw 6 innings, so obviously I got to learn a lot from the older guys, which was great. And then last year kind of jumped into that role as a weekend guy, and the leadership came along with it. But I was kind of like unsure of myself in that role, not the weekend role, but like the leadership role as a sophomore. It's kind of a hard spot to be in for some people. But this year, I've really focused on being more vocal to guys and like making sure everyone's doing good, whether it's on the field, off the field, whatever it may be. Like I just want to check in with guys and continue to build relationships with them, and I think that's only going to make our team better.
How does having those relationships help the team altogether, kind of win games and just be more tied together?
Yes, sir. I think it's great to have all these relationships. I mean, we spend more time together than anyone else does, so I'm going to keep these relationships the rest of my life. And I think the fact that we've gotten as close as we have with the amount of new people this year in such a short amount of time, I think it really speaks to the type of people we bring into the school.
You've already answered this, but last year you told us no summer ball, you're going to stay here and work on your body.
Yes, sir.
How'd it go?
It went well. I got a lot stronger, got to eat a good amount, and gained some weight, so I'm excited to keep it going, keep building.
We always have to ask this, what did you get to eat that maybe you didn't get to eat before?
I mean, I've been told I can eat anything.
And did you?
Not quite anything, but I ate a lot of spaghetti and chocolate milk.
Okay.
Chocolate milk is like my dessert.
The strength that you have now, is that more about stamina, or has it helped you with your pitches, or both, I assume?
I think just adding overall strength was the biggest thing for me. I've always been like a skinnier guy, so we just really wanted to build overall strength, and I think that can help stamina and like making my pitches better. I think it kind of adds to everything.
Well, for the sake of the nickname, you can't get too big, right?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I had on my glove last year it said Slim Reaper. This year it says Reaper. So it's up for interpretation.
How are your pitches going to be different or better or both?
I've added, added anything. I switched my changeup grip this fall, and it's gotten more consistent for me. And I added a cutter last year. It was my first time ever throwing it, and it was more like a slider. So this fall we really worked on kind of making it tighter and sharper, and I think that's gonna open up a lot for me, especially with lefties.
How did the change in the grip on the changeup happen? Was that something coach said to do, or you had encountered somewhere?
Yes, sir. So Tristan Hunter, he's a sophomore this year. He played summer ball, I believe, in the Cape. And someone told him, like, try this changeup grip, and he came back from the summer, and I was like, hey man, I've been working on my changeup. You got anything for me? And he's like, dude, try this. And I like it. It was pretty similar to the grip I had already. It just changed like one finger, and it got a lot more consistent. I don't know why, but it works.
You're more confident in it now. Right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any team or personal goals for the season?
National championship. That's the goal every year. I mean, we all have our individual player goals, but I think the most important thing is that we bring a national championship to Lexington.
Speaking of the national championship, you and Hindle are the only two left from the Omaha team in 24. How has that kind of helped you in growing as a leader, knowing what it takes to get there? And do you think guys have maybe responded a little bit more to you knowing that?
I think it adds a lot of value because, I mean, there's no bigger stage in college baseball. So even having that experience, I got to pitch the last inning of the year there. Obviously not the situation we wanted, but still having that experience I think is great. And it kind of just showed, like, anyone can do anything. I was a freshman. I had thrown 5 innings, and I threw on the biggest stage. Like, it's not anything different. It's the same game, and I think just kind of getting that message across to everyone else, like, no matter where we're playing, it's going to be the same game. It's just like we're playing at KPP.
Is Coach's hashtag on text messages still Omaha?
He's got a lot of hashtags. He's got a lot of hashtags.
Because when he first got here, that's what it was.
Yes, sir. He uses that. He uses a lot of different ones. He's got a lot of fun lingo.
But he did it back then to make people believe, hey, we can do that.
Yes,
I guess
sir.
that's not a problem now, right?
Oh, we can do it for sure. We've gotten there before. I think we've got all the pieces we need this year to go back and go even farther.
Do you see any similarities between this team and that team?